I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the... Rodgers now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
There's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And this one taken in. Sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Play action. It's McDonald. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action, now Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running the counter with Mostert. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run. Calais. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They go play action with McDonald. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. McDonald sets to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and they'll get him down here at the 23. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
McDonald. This one complete to Butler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Here's McDonald to throw. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. McDonald. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They run with Calais. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Budda Baker with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Touchdown, Packers! Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Budda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Has a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a little padding here at the end of the half as a turnover leads to 3 more points. And this has certainly been an opportunistic bunch here in this first half, and they're playing complementary football. Defense takes it away, turns it over to the offense. They converted it into points. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there just before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Takes it at the 7. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped. Just shy of the 30-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half? Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is going to be Packer football. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive. Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it. They didn't envision that. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half. And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Romeo Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going. Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Jones has it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter,
They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Crosby puts it. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this run. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rolling to his right. And this one complete to Gafford. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. That's to his running back, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
2nd and 5. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our Players Spotlight. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 7 yards the pickup there. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers is going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Pushing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the legs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. McDonald looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Butler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hakeem Butler with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's Calais. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Za'Darius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Rico Gafford with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They hand it off to Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Down the numbers. There he goes. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
So now the... Lions down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. He gets this to Butler. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. He's back to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.